Yo, what's up YouTube? It's ZTAY, aka Lil Red, and the Warriors have a problem. They cannot stop this. Warriors took on the Bulls today in Chicago, and Nikola Vucevic, yes, Vucevic, who's not been having the best season, dropped his career high, ties his career high in points tonight. 43 points, by far his season high. I'm pretty sure his season high wasn't even to 30 points, and he was at that in the third quarter. Why? How did Vucevic score 43 points? Well, first off, I want to say Steph Curry did not have his best game passing the ball. Also, he moving a little too fast. I don't know if it's still rust because he hasn't played for a while, but he traveled like 3 or 4 different times. So I'm just like, okay. But you know, Curry's not going to come back and have a bad game again. So I'm pretty sure they play the Wizards next game. So yeah. That's going to be tough for the Wizards. I feel bad for them. But Curry, yeah, one of the biggest reasons they lost. 8 turnovers for Stephen Curry. I'm pretty sure the Warriors finished with 21 turnovers in the game, 7 turnovers in the first quarter, 7 turnovers in the third. The second quarter, when they made that huge comeback to get rid of that 17-point deficit, they only had 4 turnovers. They took care of the ball. They shot a little bit better. Klay Thompson played pretty good. And I'm pretty sure he didn't even shoot the ball in the third quarter. Even most of the fourth quarter, Curry was shooting a lot towards the end of the game. Curry didn't shoot the best, but a player who shot worse than Steph Curry, who I'm still kind of concerned with because he's not really getting back to what he was doing earlier on in the season before his injury or sickness, is Andrew Wiggins. He did not shoot good tonight. It's like all of his three-point shooting skills have gone away. I don't know what happened to him. And this is just me talking about the Warriors offensively. Poole kind of had a decent night. Not a horrible night. Wasn't inefficient, nothing. He wasn't turning the ball over like Warriors fans are getting mad at him for. But if you watch the game, he was kind of invisible, it seemed like. DiVincenzo did what DiVincenzo usually does. Draymond Green had a couple bad illegal screens. He had a couple missed layups. He played pretty good defensively, I guess. Vucevic did hit some hook shots over him. But that takes me to Looney. Now, this is the Warriors' problem, and I said this in the video before. They have no size on the inside. Vucevic was just shooting hook shots over them. And that's not even talking about what they can't defend. The whole reason I'm making this video. The Warriors cannot defend the pick and pop. I've seen this not only in the Bulls game, but earlier games. They don't respect shooting big men. Look what happened when they played the Jazz. They were not even guarding Lauri Markkanen, who's playing like an all-star this year, who is a lethal shooter. They treat big men like it's 1990 still. Like, Warriors, you have to defend these guys that can shoot. Everybody can shoot now. And maybe it's because in practice they got Looney and he can't shoot, and maybe they're used to that. I don't even know. But it's just like every time there's a pick and pop, they forget about Vucevic. And how do you forget about a man who had like 18 points in the first quarter? Maybe I'm exaggerating. He had a lot of points in the first half. You would think they would adjust to it. You would think they'd come out in the second half, maybe defend the pick and pop a little bit better, but they actually did worse in the pick and pop in the second half. And that being said, when you start the second quarter, and I'm pretty sure the second quarter with Draymond Green at the 5, that's when Vucevic is going to eat with those little post hook shots. But Draymond did do all right interior defense wise. That takes me to another point. James Wiseman. Warriors, what are you guys going to do with this dude? I know there's a lot of rumors for the Warriors for Jakob Poeltl. And I'm really thinking about it, right? I think Jakob Poeltl is just Kevon Looney 2.0. I don't understand why the Warriors want to trade for Jakob Poeltl, and I don't even know who they would trade. I don't trade James Wiseman for Jakob Poeltl. I wouldn't do it. I know the Warriors play very, very fast. Sometimes a little too fast, in my opinion. And maybe James Wiseman, doesn't fit into that. And that's why a lot of Warriors fans saying we just need to get rid of him, trade him. He doesn't fit with us. But why would you draft him if you knew that's how you played? You know that's not how he plays. He's got to get used to the game. Wiseman could be that Vucevic. Wiseman is a lot like Vucevic. But the Warriors just don't want to play him. Now, I understand he's hurt right now. I understand that. The only reason I'm saying the Warriors don't want to play him is just because all the talk and everything just around him. And Steve Kerr, you could just tell, doesn't really want to play him this season at all. They would rather have Anthony Lamb play that big slot. But they have no other big man besides Kevon Looney. None. Draymond Green, yes, he's a good defender, but he's not consistently going to stop everybody. He's going to be, when you set a screen, he's going to switch. Warriors love to switch. What happens when he switches and then you got the big man wide open? You rotate and you leave corner shooters open, like Alex Caruso, who's not even the best shooter, Zach LaVine, Ayo, Kobe White. You're leaving shooters open now. That is a problem that I see with the Warriors. They don't know how to defend the pick and pop, and that's because they don't have a center that could do it. Kevon Looney is a very good center, yes. He can rebound, he does his thing on offense. Sometimes he does his thing defensively. He's a good interior defender, but his perimeter defense, obviously for a big man, isn't the best. And that concerns me. And I don't understand why the Warriors wouldn't even try to take a chance with James Wiseman at this point when you're playing teams like this who have big men that could shoot. James Wiseman likes to shoot. Let him get used to that. There's no other way. There's no better way to get used to playing something if you're playing players that play like you, that have been there and done that. It's like shadowing the opponent player. When you're guarding somebody and they're playing a certain role, it helps you. Now, that being said, I want to talk about something else for the Golden State Warriors that I noticed. They play so fast, bro. And I understand that's how they play. They use motion offense. The ball is always moving, never stopping. That's probably why the Warriors fans never liked James Harden. That's why they probably never liked the Houston Rockets. But when I watch a Warriors game, sometimes it's so frustrating. Like, slow down, please. Take a breath. I feel like I'm watching 2K Random Wreck right now. They move too fast sometimes, and it's just like, I don't know. Yes, it won the championship last year, but if Steph Curry isn't playing good, you guys aren't going to win doing that. You guys were winning without Steph Curry. I understand that. Klay Thompson's been playing really good. He's been playing pretty good the last couple weeks, actually, especially tonight. My concern with this team, though, isn't Steph Curry. It's not even Andrew Wiggins, although I do have a little concern about Andrew Wiggins because he has not been playing that good. It is the Warriors' big men. James Wiseman, Kevon Looney, Draymond Green. Last year, you guys seen you had Otto Porter Jr. I understand. I keep saying this. He wasn't the tallest defender. You had Bjelica, not the tallest defender. You look at the history of the Warriors. They always had just one center, right? Andrew Bogut, Zaza Pachulia. And they had those little power forwards, David Lee. They never really had a big center, and I think that's new to them with Wiseman. Maybe they're not used to it. Maybe he doesn't fit in the system, but you gotta find some way to defend these pick and pops because it's not working out. It's not even just this Bulls game. I've seen it throughout this season. They can't defend big men that shoot the ball. And it's not even that they can't do it. They could do it. They just aren't used to it. It's what it looks like. It looks like they don't ever do it in practice, obviously. And maybe, yeah, it's practice. Allen Iverson, it's practice. We're talking about practice. Yes, I know. But it's like the Warriors, it's like not a point of emphasis for them to guard a big man that can shoot. They defend like it's 1990. I know they switch. That's not like 1990s. They switch everything. But when they switch sometimes, it's like there's miscommunications when they pick and pop. They don't switch on the pick and pop because it's the big man. They just expect them to roll, and it's like they're so used to the pick and roll defense, which is pretty good with Draymond Green, and that's where Kevon Looney is going to be really good defensively, is that pick and roll defense. But when it's that pick and pop, especially the pick and pop to a little mid-range, the Warriors need to find a way to defend that. Let me know if you guys agree down below in the comments. Let me know if you guys are concerned with Andrew Wiggins' poor shooting recently. I know he had a pretty good game versus the Spurs, but it's the Spurs. The Spurs are not a very good team. They go on the road against the Bulls. They do not have a good road record. I think it's now 4-16. I could be wrong. If you're counting that Spurs game, which I don't really say that's a road game. I feel like this kind of mutual just because of the, vibe of the game, the overall, 64, 63, 65,000 people in the crowd. I feel like it wasn't really a Spurs game because there's not that many Spurs fans in 2023. There probably is, but that go to a Spurs game. You feel me? But yeah, I am concerned about Andrew Wiggins. He got to start playing better. I'm concerned about the Warriors on the road. But that being said, as a Lakers fan, I'm happy. Teams in the West are losing. Teams in the East are winning. I like that. Let's take the East all over these West matchups every single night so the Lakers have a better chance of making the playoffs, the play-in spot. The Warriors were the 6th seed before this game, and they lost this game. They probably dropped a lot. I honestly don't know where they're at right now, so somebody could let me know down in the comments, because I don't really want to check. But yeah, Curry, 8 turnovers, a couple travels, moving a little too fast. I noticed on those pick and rolls, those little lazy hook passes, it's not gonna work, Curry. It's not gonna work. Klay Thompson, I understand why they stopped going to you, because sometimes you be shooting a little too much, bro. Like some contested shots. Jordan Poole's really got to find his rhythm coming off the bench without Steph Curry, because he looks lost sometimes, like he don't really know what to do. And the Warriors got to start defending big man that can shoot. That's my take from this game. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Let me know if you like this type of video. Hit that like button. Support the channel. This is ZTAY. Peace.